good one, guys. That's a tank. Oh! Throwing that glide bait right there. There he goes. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan Grove here, like Extreme.Outdoorsmen. If you guys are new here to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Help me at 30,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. But I'm actually just getting out here on a beautiful fall morning here in Oakland County, Michigan. And the plan today is to throw giant glide baits. I've never really done that before, but I've been seeing all kinds of guys nationwide catch giant largemouth bass, giant smallmouth on huge glide baits. My plan, my whole entire day is going to be based all around glide baits, and I don't really know a ton about glide bait fishing, but I watched a couple videos last night. The informative fisherman out in California, he is just an awesome guy, and I talk to him every time I go down there to iCast in Orlando, Florida. But I watched a bunch of his videos last night, and he gave me some really good tips, so shout out to him. If you have not checked out his YouTube channel, go do that. He catches monster California bass. But there's the first one I'm going to be throwing today. It's a 7.5 inch Moloch or Moloch glide bait. I think Carl Jacobson designed this one, and check that out, guys. That is just a super good looking glide bait, and it's a golden shiner color. And here in Michigan, especially at this lake, the bass love big golden shiners. It's pretty freaking big. I don't think I've ever thrown a lure out here this big, but I'm gonna see what happens today. And I'm throwing it on this giant Fitzgerald Titan HD 7/8 extra heavy. There's that one. I got this. I'm probably gonna start out with this one, but we also got the Guggen Squad one. That one looks really good. It's almost like a bluegill color, and I'm throwing that on this huge musky rod. And then last but not least, we've got this little Savage Gear trout looking one. That one's only a 5.5 inch, but let me tell you guys, that one looks amazing. The patterns and everything on that, it looks really, really good. So I might try that one out, but I think I'm gonna stick to the bigger one for a little while. I'll probably cast those ones for a couple hours and see if I can catch anything. But it is pretty cold here this morning. It's around like 38, 39 degrees. It's getting pretty chilly here in Michigan. Hopefully I can get her done today. Hopefully I can get my first glide bait fish ever. That would be awesome. But gonna be starting out with that giant golden shiner glide bait. Let's get it done, guys. Like I said, I'm starting out with this golden shiner glide bait, the 7.5 inch one. What the informative fisherman was talking about, you want to get right on weed lines and just cast right with that weed line, so those fish don't have to come way out to grab it. They can just see it going right along that weed line and come out and smoke it. I'm just starting out with this one right here. It looks like it has super good action. What I'm doing, I'm just casting out, let it sink for a couple seconds. What you can do with these glide baits, you can work it super slow back to the boat just like that, and it'll go back and forth. Or he was talking about, you can just like do pause reels, where you reel a little bit, then pause, and reel a little bit, pause, and that it's just making it go way out wider. And I guess that's gonna attract fish from farther. So I guess I'm learning today. I've never really thrown a ton of glide baits. I know they're really good down in Florida. Guys catch fish on them all over the country. A lot of guys are using them in Texas to catch double-digit bass. They in general catch monster largemouth bass, guys. So that's what I want to do today, catch a freaking fatty. That's the plan. Oh, fish on. Nice. Let's go. First fish on the glide bait. First fish ever on the glide bait, guys. Let's see if I can get him in. Oh, that is freaking sweet. That's a tank too. Guys, there's my very first fish ever on a glide bait. I actually just ordered these like a week ago and they came in the mail, and I figured I would try out the glide baits. I've been seeing all kinds of guys throw them the past couple years and I've never thrown them, but I figured I would try this Malik glide bait. He freaking drilled it. I thought it looked like a golden shiner, and they love golden shiners out here when we're ice fishing. So very first fish ever on the glide bait. That was freaking sick. He smoked it too. Super cool. Just should be a super good day out here, guys. I'm gonna put him back. Hopefully get on a couple more with the glide bait. That was freaking awesome. See ya, buddy. There he goes. Oh, fish. Fish on, one hit it on the fall. Nice. Nice bass, guys. There's a ton of fish in this spot right here. Nice. Let's go. That is sweet. On the glide. That is sick, dang. I gotta get the pliers real quick. There's a ton of fish right here. Well guys, that was crazy. I just pulled up to this spot and I seen there was a ton of fish loaded up on this point right here. And I cast it in and I had a couple fish follow it in right back to the boat. I casted back out there and this fish hit it on the fall. That was super cool. My second fish ever on the glide bait. That is just sweet. They love the glide bait. I'm gonna get it out real quick, but I heard these fish will hit glide baits all the way up to 40-degree water temp, and it's like 60-degree water temp right now. But right there on that golden shiner, the 7.5-inch glide bait, that is just super cool, guys. He's unhooking him right now, but super nice fish. He drilled that golden shiner glide bait, putting him back. There he goes. See ya, buddy. Well guys, this is freaking sweet. 2 fish already. I've only been out here like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but just right there on that golden Malik 7.5-inch, the golden shiner. I think this is the golden shiner. It looks like a golden shiner. I don't know the exact name, but second fish on that one right there. I guess I'm gonna keep throwing that one. The bass love it here in this lake, so having a lot of fun out here. This is super cool. I didn't really expect to catch these fish right away, but I guess these big glide baits work out here in Oakland County, Michigan. So guys, this is the point right here that I just caught that fish on. I just pulled up to this spot probably a couple minutes ago, and I just noticed there was a ton of fish in here, so I'm gonna keep fishing. There's a bunch of fish right here. It's crazy. I seen them swimming all over on the active target. Here in the fall, guys, you really want to focus on points. And if you're not fishing points, you want to fish windy shorelines, because usually in the fall it's super windy and a lot of those bait fish get pushed into that shoreline. And if there's bait fish there, that means there's going to be a bunch of bass, bunch of pike. All the fish are going to be concentrated around those minnows, those bait fish. So right now I'm fishing this point right here. It's kind of a wind-blown point, and there's a bunch of fish loaded up in here, guys. So hopefully I can get a couple more. Oh! I just went to tighten my drag and I felt one yanking like crazy. He must have just hit it on the fall again. That just shows proof right there. I don't know how I didn't get him, but there's a little scale from the fish that just hit that. That was pretty cool. But just had another hit on this golden shiner, the 7.5-inch. Definitely recommend throwing this one. It's been pretty good for me so far today. I've only thrown it for like an hour and already 2 fish and 2 other bites. right there. That was cool. See if he'll hit it again. Fish on. Feels like a good one. Nice fish, dang. He smoked it. Oh, that's a beast. Let's go. That is sweet, guys. They're freaking drilling the glide bait today. Check that out, guys. 7.5-inch glide bait to the face. That is a freaking tank. Check out that largemouth bass, guys. That is super cool. Just working down this shoreline right here, casting along this weed line. And I just spotted a bunch of fish along this spot right here, cast it in there, and he smoked it. But the water temp's 65 degrees, and they're loving that glide bait. Super cool. There he goes. So guys, I'm actually approaching this wind-blown point right now, and wind-blown points are perfect to fish this time of year here in the fall. All those largemouth bass stack up on these points waiting for any type of bait fish to go by, and they will ambush them like crazy. But I'm actually looking for thick vegetation right now, and this point right here has some amazing vegetation, and I wanted to show you guys how I found that. I've actually been using this really cool app called Omnia Fishing. It is just amazing. It has so many different features on the app, and I'm going to show you right here how to catch more fish in the fall using the Omnia Fishing app. So once you guys are actually in the app, you want to let it download real quick and refresh. But there's so many different lakes in this area, but we are going to go over to the lake that I am fishing today. And then once we are there, we can zoom into the lake. And with this Premier Pro package on the Omnia Fishing app, you can actually go to the different layers. And there's water clarity, water temperature, bottom hardness. But what I'm going to be showing you today is the vegetation. So you click the vegetation, click done. And then it actually shows you all the vegetation on the lake, wherever there's a bunch of weed beds, weed lines. And we're going to go over to the area that I'm fishing, this point right here. And you can see all the weeds that it just has a ton of vegetation in this area, a really good drop off. And check out that drop off right there, how steep it is. That is definitely going to hold a ton of big fish. But you can also see all the vegetation throughout the whole entire lake. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. But this is how I'm using the Omnia Fishing app to catch more fish on all the lakes in Oakland County. Fish on. It's a good one. Oh, big one, guys. I don't know what it is. It feels huge. I literally just pulled up to this spot, guys. It's crazy. My first cast. Dang, he smoked it. Check that out. That is super cool right there on that 7.5-inch glide bait. The Malik Golden Shiner. They're destroying it today, guys. This is crazy. A super nice fall day here in Oakland County, Michigan. They're absolutely destroying the Golden Shiner glide baits. All right, guys, taking them off. That was super cool. See you, buddy. Well, guys, that was crazy. I just pulled up to this spot. My first cast out was a fish. That just shows you here in the fall, moving around is your biggest key to catching fish. These fish are in so many different areas right now, and I've caught them in bays out on the open water. I've caught them on points in 2 to 3 foot of water, and then I just caught this one. Fish. Fish on, guys. This is crazy on the glide bait. Oh, there's fish in here. Oh, check out that tank. Oh, this is insane, guys. I was just talking to you guys about how to catch these fish. It's my very next cast in there. He absolutely destroyed that golden shiner glide bait. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say it, but they are loving that glide bait today here in the fall. It is just crazy. I've never even thrown glide baits out here on this lake, and that's my 4th or 5th fish today. That is just insane. They're loving that glide bait, having a lot of fun out here. See ya, buddy. Fish on. Oh, oh, he came off. That felt like a heavy one. Fish. Good one, guys. Fish. Good one, guys. That's a tank. Oh. Oh. That's a freaking tank, guys. 5-pounder. Check out that freaking stud. I just moved into this little area right here. I'm actually throwing that 7.5-inch glide bait. And that is a frickin' tank. He just smoked it. I'm just working around these weeds right now, just slowly retrieving that glide bait. And they are frickin' in here thick. This spot is super good. There's a lot of fish in here, but I'm just throwing that glide bait. Like I said, throwing it super slow. It's working, guys. Check out that frickin' stud. That is sick. He absolutely smashed it. That is crazy. He absolutely frickin' smacked it, guys. That is sick. I'm falling in love with this glide bait, the golden shiner color. This is just insane. Fish. Fish on, guys. Nice bass. Good one. Oh, holy smokes. I just worked up to this point right here. Points are super good, like I said. Oh, hooks almost got me. That would have been bad. But like I said, guys, the bass are really loving this huge glide bait this time of year. They're really keying in on bait fish in the fall, and that's why I'm throwing this big glide bait. They eat like crazy before the winter, and points are really good this time of year. All the fish are stacking up on points, waiting for any type of bait fish to go through, and that's why I'm throwing along this point, and it's working. All the fish that have hit it have been hooked really good. It seems like they're really smashing it. Or hitting it super hard, so that's pretty cool. Putting him back. Holy, oh! I just lost one. He smoked it too. I'm just casting right in this shallow water right here. That felt like a tang. So guys, I actually just pulled up to this new shoreline, and if you guys can tell, it is a windy shoreline. I'm trying to avoid a lot of dead water where there's no wind, and like I've been preaching in today's video, in the fall you want to fish all wind-blown shorelines, just due to the fact that all the bait fish are going to be in there, and if there's bait fish, there's going to be big bass, big pike. So I actually just rolled up to this new spot. It looks really good. I'm just pretty much fishing only windy shorelines, windy points today, because I know there's going to be fish loaded up on these windy areas. So guys, like I said, I'm just pulling up to this spot and I'm trying out this Guggen Squad glide bait, the bluegill color. It's pretty sad. I just broke off my big golden shiner glide bait. I had a pike absolutely smash it, so rest in peace to that glide bait. But I guess I'm gonna have to order a couple more because I caught some really nice fish on it. It was fun while it lasted, that's for sure. Dang it. Fish on, guys. Oh, feels like a tang. If that's a bass. Oh, it is a fish. He's hooked up in this rope. I guess there was a fish on it. Switching up, I switched up to the Guggen Squad Contender, the big Guggen Squad glide bait. It's a bluegill color, and I figured I would try that one out. And first couple casts using it, guys, it's pretty sweet. But having a lot of fun out here, guys. The fish are definitely chewing the glide baits today. Oh, dang it. That was a big one. I just missed a really good one. I seen him following it and he smoked it right here. Oh my gosh. I just lost my second glide bait of the day. Dang it. Dang it. I got bit off by a pike again. Oh, that sucks, dang it. I just pulled up to this new spot. I haven't been here all day. I figured this other point right here looks good. And first couple casts in here, I just got bit off by a northern. That's my second glide bait today. Dang it. That sucks. Come on.